Good afternoon. Hello guys, girls, and non-binary people. Is that politically correct? That happened to stumble across my little YouTube channel or follow my little YouTube channel. Today is Saturday the 13th, and you can see it's 20 to 3. Today we have Linda's 70th birthday party taking place in Northampton. It's about, I would say, 25 minutes away, I think. It's a tennis club and it's quite a small place, I believe. I only seen the exterior, I couldn't get in. More about that when I do my after video, or what I call the prologue. So yes, so it's Linda's 70th, and I have spoken to Linda obviously several times, but it's her husband that keeps giving me the input. Definitely no Cliff Richard, definitely no reggae, and definitely no disco. I'm only supposed to play from 1960 to 1974. That's it. Now, obviously, they obviously have no idea about their guests, what their guests maybe want to hear. And there's a couple of requests they offer from their daughters, adult daughters, who want to hear a couple of things from some boy bands from the 90s, a couple of songs from the boy bands from the 90s. But 1960 to 1974. And when I asked Linda about, obviously, Motown, she said, I only like some, so I have no idea what that actually means. So yeah, so that's the music brief for today. I have to see how that goes, because obviously they're not looking at their guests. So as I normally do, the weather for Northampton, where I am. It's a nice warm day. Yeah, it's a nice warm day. What else do I say? The main thing with me is that I don't like the rain. I don't mind it being really, really cold. It's the rain I dislike. So yes, so it's a nice warm day here in Northampton, and long may it last. I don't know if that's fact, because here in the UK, our weather can change tomorrow, completely different. It could be frost, it could be snow. We still all get that this time of the year. In fact, up till June really. But anyway, as far as today's concerned, it's a nice warm day, as it was last week. So yes, I've got to go back to the clock. So I don't really need to leave to about 4:30, get there 5 o'clock, give me a couple of hours to. I set up. I like to chill out, do the video about the venue and equipment, as opposed to rushing around. So yeah, so I've got a bit of time. The car's all loaded up. Just done the car. It's all loaded up and ready to go. So I'll explain a little bit more about this venue when I do the after video. But other than that, I'll catch you on the other side. So here we are tonight. This is Northampton Lawn County Tennis Club. We're at today, and that's the sort of the clubhouse bar sort of thing. Comes out in a minute. So I think they've got about 8 courts here. You've got to come down this single track road over here. The road's in between 2 houses. I saw a little sign. Yes, so it's in between two houses. Hopefully no one's coming the other way. It says give way, but just wait and see. I don't think I've got any problem. I didn't have any problems coming. I don't think I've got any problems going either, as I'll be the last one, right? So yeah, so it's a car park, easy to park. Nice house there. Don't know whose house that is, but I wonder if they like tennis. So have a wander around. Nothing really much to say. There's a house there and a house over here, very close to houses. There's no noise limiter. It finishes at 11. I presume that's the license they got because of the houses and the noise. That's obviously a purpose-built one-off house, that one. So more cars place. Yeah, there's places. There's more. There's a couple of nets down there. I think it's about 8 in all. I think it's obviously someone's parked up there. Look, allotments there. So this is part of the clubhouse, I think I would call it. That's the bathroom there. Bathroom's nice, yep. Got changed in there. There's actually a shower in there as well. But yeah, so I'm walking back in. So I parked here. Somebody's parked there now, but I parked here and had to walk in up here. And that green door on the right. This is the bit I'm in this bit. This is the function bit. That's where I am in there. So the tennis courts are here. It's a bit breezy. It was nice this afternoon, a bit breezy now. yeah, it's 6:30. People are there setting up things. The kids belong to the people that are setting up things. So let's go in. That's the bar area, all nice and modern. And this is where we are, down here. So we've got food along the side, cake along there. I'll take a picture of that. Minnie Mouse. Kitchen. Most annoying thing here is, watch, that's the toilet. That's the men's toilet, and that's where I'm set up. So I push my speaker back. So I've got FBT X-Lite 12s on some Kam metal stands. Got the Gravity GLS 33 LBs with my Helix, Equinox Helix 100s. Combi stand, it's a Groilla, that's the Equinox one. My Lenovo laptop. I did remember over there, I did remember to bring my Equinox Spectra Pixel, but I don't think it needs it, so I never bothered. I think these lights are big enough actually. So yeah, so that's what I've got at the front here. Done the best I can with the cable. Got one lot there with an anti-surge feed-in blue to cover all this, and I've got one speaker ones actually. If I walk around here, the speaker one, I've actually got it on the wall with an anti-surge. So I've got ping pong tables. I've had all my rubbish at the back here. It doesn't look very good from far, but I've got nowhere else to put my rubbish. It's because of this toilet. That's a toilet. That's the toilet right there. So I've got to push that speaker back. Juice. Yeah. So Sony headphones over here. My DMX GO and a TCL tablet. My Numark Mixdeck Express. My phone. It's the Amazon 7. I've got Spotify on it just in case I need that extra bit of help. Just a list of songs. Remember, it's from 1960 to 1974. I spoke to the daughters. They're the one who organised it. They said, well, yes, they know. They wanted a couple of boy bands. So yes, I've done the best I can with the cables. I think it's hidden underneath here. Didn't need a switch box today because there's only 2 lights. My DMX GO is there. My DMX GO I've got it on a stars, red and blue. So I've got to be careful of that toilet. These are my empties. There's nothing I can do. I'm crammed in this corner. Oh, I better remember to take my jacket if I forget. So that's it. Yes, so that's the kitchen, that's the toilet, ladies' toilet's further up. Got an Averno. My phone, pen and paper, torch, mouse. So I've got a spare mixer, box of cables, empty box, brown bag is my spare laptop and spare hard drive. Yeah, and cabled microphone tonight, which I can never remember the name of unfortunately, but I shall have a look now. Studio Master, the Studio Master cabled mic, just trailing on the floor. I said it's 6:30, it's supposed to start at 7. Let's see what happens, eh? That's it, that's the script for today. I said I did bring in the bags there is the Equinox Spectra Pix, but I don't really think it needs it to be honest with you, so I left it. Although I remember to bring it, I just left it because my idea was to put it on the base plate. Anyway, some doors, and here we are. Let's see what the night brings, eh? I think my big concern tonight is that everyone's going to be in that area, which is the bar area, which has all the seats. I think that's what I want to have a clue what's going on. Because there's no seats in this room and there's a wall in my way, so I have no idea what's going on, what will be going on rather, because it's only a couple of minutes to 7. So there's background music, so I have no idea what's going to go on. All the seats are in the bar area. There's a wall in the way. So that'll be interesting. Also, I think it's just fascinating the fact that I have DJed with this family before, and I've got to look up my YouTube to find out how long ago. They reckon it's 10 years ago. Somebody's 60th. Because I recognised the father, or Linda's husband in this case. I recognised him. So yeah, so it's just got some background music on, which is 60 stuff, because that's what they wanted here really. So yeah, that's strange. But yeah, it'd be difficult to see what's going on, because I could be around the bar, bopping around, sitting down, bopping around. I won't be able to see it really. But anyway, it's a funny old place. It's got I said, there's a toilet, right? I think it would have been better off in the bar area really. I don't know. But what's annoying me is these lights here, they come on and come off. I don't know why that is. There may be a sensor on it, so when it doesn't sense anybody, it goes off. And when it does sense somebody, it's on. I just looked at the electric plug. I don't know if you can see the electric plug there. It's a really old, you can see there, it's a really old plug. I think it's a two-pin plug. Half the bulb don't mismatch. That one's not working actually. Yeah, so I don't know any functions. I know they got a function here next week. I've seen it advertised their own function, their summer party next week. So that's it really. 7 o'clock-ish, coming up 7. The family there. Linda, her daughter, grandchildren, I guess. Daughter's partner. So there's all the food on one side, cake on the other. It's a nice cake. Minnie Mouse. That's the one. That's the problem. See, look. That's the menu. Hi, so this is the follow-up from, in fact it was last night, today is Sunday, Linda's 70th birthday party. There's a few things actually. I've always made it a habit since year dot to go and visit a venue that I've never ever been before at all. I want to check A, where it is so I can find it, B, the parking, and the venue itself, where I'm going to be set up, how big, how small. Do I need a massive extension cable, or my normal extension cables do? That sort of thing. I've always made it a habit. So a couple of weeks ago, it was a nice day, so I thought, let me go and visit this tennis club. So I checked the website. It said it's open 24 hours a day. So I toddled along one afternoon. It was a nice day. I toddled along. It's only 25 minutes away. It all depends on the traffic, but generally speaking, it's about 25 minutes away. I found the club. It's actually located at the bottom, right at the bottom of a private estate. So I'm not too sure if the tennis club where it was first, and there was fields around it, then the estate came, when the estate came, then the tennis club, I don't know, but it was down at the bottom of a private estate. So when I turned up, it was busy. It was actually half term, it was busy, and obviously there was loads of kids, so I presume it was tennis coaching for children or something. So I went into what I'll call the clubhouse, and it was rammed. In fact, there was a children's disco going on. There was no music going on. I think the girl that was the DJ was also doing face painting, so there's loads of kids. Saw an adult, one or two adults. I asked if, are you in charge? Are you? He said, yes. I said, oh, great. I said, I just popped in to see where I would set up, because I'm doing a disco here in a couple of weeks' time. The guy looked at me and says, what date? I said, I think it's the 13th, I said. So he looked on his phone, because luckily I found the right person. He looked on his phone, he says, I don't have anything on the 13th. I said, yeah, it's booked by Linda. Her name is Linda. Birthday party. He then rang somebody and only got voicemail. So he says, well, I don't know. He says, I've got nothing. But if they forgot to book, I have a space. So I thought, okay, let me go back to the car and speak to Linda. So I went back to the car, because I carried all the paperwork, rang Linda. I said, Linda, I says, I'm here at a tennis club. They know nothing about it. And she went, "Oh, I've had to change all my invites." It was the wrong tennis club. In fact, there's two tennis clubs. There's Northampton Lawn Tennis Club and Northampton County Lawn Tennis Club. So it's the word county. So she said, "Oh, it's not that one. I made a mistake." So even if the person that's having a party don't even know where they're going, right? So I would have turned up otherwise at that tennis club, and it either been closed, the clubhouse, or open. I would have walked in, and they would have think, "Well, what's going on here?" And the other tennis club was actually literally 5 minutes, if that, down the road. Very strange to have two tennis clubs so close. And the difference was, one was just called Lawn Tennis Club, and the other one was called County Lawn Tennis Club. And I said, Linda didn't even know which one, because she said, "Oh, I changed all my invites." So I popped along to the right venue. The clubhouse, as I call it, and bar was closed, but the actual, everyone was playing tennis, right? So I managed to peek through the window, and I saw a very small sort of bar area and a sort of oblong room. I couldn't see any doors or anything. So anyway, I rang up Linda. I said, "Oh yeah, I found it now." And I said, "Are you set up in the bar area? Because the other room looks like it's locked." She says, "No, they take down the partition and it becomes one room." So we got to the right place, and I found out. So the second thing, as you saw in the video, did not like the setup there at all, personally. I was at the bottom of this sort of longish, narrow hall or room, which was divided by panels actually, and the guy had to take the panels out. And right in front of me was the bar area, and there was a table. But to my right, behind a wall, was the main seating area. I couldn't see a thing. I couldn't see if people were tapping their feet, bobbing their heads, singing along at all. So a couple of times I had to leave my area, which is not a problem, ran into the bar area, tried to get everybody going, run back to the booth to make sure the volume was okay. I had to do that a couple of times just to make sure that people were actually getting involved. But I just couldn't see. I on a microphone, I said, "I don't know if you can hear me," so I had to go back. Said, "I don't know if you can hear me or not." So I didn't like it. And Linda thought that the chairs, so you can see, will be in the bit where I was. Although there's a lot of food, there's about 4 tables of food. So I didn't like that setup. It would have been better if they found a little corner in the bar for the disco, but I particularly didn't like it at all. Couldn't see what was going on. As far as the night was concerned, Linda was 70. Her friends were similar age. I was given not a playlist. I was told, as I said, to play things from 1960 to 1974, which obviously I kept to, really. And some of that stuff, particularly some of the 70s stuff, non-disco, didn't want to disco, is not everybody's cup of tea. I mean, to give you an example, I mean, Shawaddy Waddy isn't everybody's thing, and it only do a couple of dance tracks. That's just an example, not everyone's cup of tea. So I had people coming up to me saying, "Have you got etc, etc." Somebody wanted Donna Summer. I said, "Look, I can't play, I'm not allowed, I can't play disco." So anyway, so that was the end of that. Thirdly, I was only ever speaking to Linda on the phone, and obviously correspondence with email. Hence my original email was the outline details of the event, the time, the date, and the venue name, right, which she gave me. She actually never corrected me. Come to think of it, she never rang me up and said, "I got the wrong, it's this address." I said I would have turned up at the first address. Anyway, so as people were milling in, her daughters came in first to set up the room, you know, decorations and stuff like that. Linda came in herself, which I've never met the lady. Husband came in. I looked at him and thought, I've seen him somewhere. Where have I seen him? Where have I seen him? So I'm racking my brains thinking, where have I ran into him before? Then it dawned on me. I said to him, I said, "Did you ever have a party in a particular venue in Northampton?" I mentioned the venue. And I said to his daughter, I said to him as well, I said, "Did you ever have a party or an event? It just take place in Northampton?" And he said, "Yes, we did." And the daughter asked her mum, Linda. Linda said, yes, I had my 60th there. So I actually did her 60th birthday party 10 years ago. And it's on YouTube. And I looked at it this morning, and it was to the day, apart from one day. It was the 14th of April. Bar one day, it was exactly 10 years ago I did her 60th. Because I recognised the husband. He had a look at that. I thought, oh my God. So I did her 60th. And when I said that, I said, oh, I did your 60th. No one complained about anything, so I thought, good. No one said, well, that was a crap night, or anything. So that's a surprise. So I'd done one for them before, 10 years ago. Does it seem like 10 years ago? I don't know. I don't think so. I looked on a YouTube clip this morning to remind me, and I can see the husband there. I think he's wearing the same clothes, actually. And the music was a bit older. All the tracks that are on YouTube anyway, and there was a lot of kids milling around. I suppose those kids are 10 years older now. And there was a few kids knocking around yesterday as well. Lots of food as usual. So anyway, that was the. So that's the three things about that particular party. A, I did one for them 10 years ago. B, I didn't like the venue. I didn't like that setup. What happened was that the guy said, yeah, you're down that end. Then he said, but that's the men's toilet. So I had to keep, I had to keep one of the speakers on my right hand side further back. It was a strange layout. And all the panels, he removed, I think, 4 or 5 panels so the room becomes open. They didn't concertina or anything. He put them behind me, so where I was. Also the spare tables he put behind me. The ping pong table was behind me. So I had very little depth. And the width wasn't particularly right. But anyway, I did take the Equinox Spectra Pix tubes with me this time. I didn't forget them. But I thought it would be all too much. So I left them. I thought it would be all too much. So that was the story of yesterday's gig. So there is a sort of a thing there about visiting venues beforehand, because as I come to think of it while I'm discussing this with you, or having a chat about this, she never actually contacted me to say that she gave me the wrong address anyway. She said I had to rearrange all my invites when I spoke to her, but she never sort of contacted me and say, oh, by the way, it's actually not this particular one, it's this other one down this road. Church Way it was. No, she didn't do that. So I would have turned up at the first one, as I said, and either it would have been closed, the clubhouse, or I would have walked in and someone said, what are you doing here? Or they may be expecting a disco, maybe they did get a booking at the end and they thought I was it. So it was like, wow. That has never happened to me before. Someone got in the wrong venue, given me, or they got the wrong venue. They didn't know which one they booked. Never happened to me before. So yeah, that's making it a bit different. So yeah, so that's that really. That's another one out of the way. Venue staff, there's only 2. Obviously, I think there's a married couple, a guy running the bar, looking after the place, and I presume his wife, partner, behind the bar and stuff. She complained actually that they stopped drinking at 10 o'clock. It was 11 o'clock finish. She complained, said, I've never known any group to stop drinking at 10. And I didn't know, because I couldn't see anything anyway. They asked for a business card, and the husband of Linda asked for a business card as well. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about business cards very quickly. Previously I got rid of business cards and went to digital sites that did digital cards, which was alright actually, because my experience of business cards, having spending loads of money like probably a lot of people, fancy designing, etc. cards, you give it to them, and what they do, they put it down the back of their jacket pocket, they put it in the bottom of their bag, you know. So now I just don't even, I do have something, but it's not elaborate at all. It's just what I did, if you'd like to know, is I just got a plain white card from eBay, the size of a business card. I got some pre-printed stickers with my name and telephone number, which I stick on one of the sides, and on the other side I just write DJ Disco. That's it. Not sophisticated at all, because I don't believe business cards are what they were years ago. As I said, they put them in their pocket, it gets lost. Girl takes it, puts it in the bottom of her purse bag, just gets lost. So why spend all the money? But if you're looking at that sort of thing, I use digital cards. I can't remember the name of the company, but I can find the name of the company. And it's like hosting a mini website, actually. So if someone says, have you got a business card? I'll say to you, let me send it to you. So they give you the number, which is a great thing, right? And then you can send this link. And it's like a mini website, but it's called a digital card. So they can't lose it. And I don't think it was that expensive. And they host it, so they design it for you, blah, blah, blah. And I said it's like a little website that's hosted, and they call it a digital card. Now, obviously, that's the way things are. There's less paperwork, right? And they can't lose it because you've got to get their number. So I used to get them to write their telephone number down on my pen and pad. And the next day I would then send off the link to them. So I've got the name of the company somewhere if anyone's interested in that. But rather than spending lots of money getting cards designed, I've been through that over the years. And then sometimes you've got to get a minimum amount, which is too many. So that's what I do now. I don't have anything too elaborate at all, because obviously I don't advertise as such. So I'll see what happens. Anyway, so just waffled on a bit. Today is Sunday. The sun is out today, and normally on a Sunday, I don't know about you guys, as age kicks in, gets a bit older, I take a little bit more time to recover. So normally I don't plan to do anything on a Sunday after I've gigged. I just sort of like hang around the house and sort of my old bones get achy. So yeah, so I use the anti-fatigue mat. It's a hard floor. Those of you who are a little bit older, anti-fatigue mats are not expensive. I also put soft trainers on. I take off the trainers when I unload, and it's great. Don't feel the feet anymore, or the calf muscles, or anything like that anymore. It's just the unloading and the reloading that takes the toll, really. And then obviously unloading in the morning to put everything back into the lockup of the garage and the house and stuff like that. So until next time, I'm not out next week, I'm out the following week. So until then, any questions or anything, just leave. Any comments, just leave. Thank you very much, Colin Mobile Disco, about his experience with the Equinox sticks. Mine aren't the lithium ones, they're just mains. So they work in the house okay. I've got them connected to my DMX GO. Obviously I've used the DMX GO now with the Helix, as you saw, and everything seems to touch wood. Everything seems to be fine. It's only 2 lights, get 4 lights. Maximum 4 lights will do. I can change the things around, so that's great. Anyway, until next time.